And hello there, folks. Just another quick update today. I'm afraid I just couldn't get around to, well, frankly, shooting the Bear of the Week last night. So we'll do it tonight, and you'll get the regular weekend episode with Bear of the Week, for those of you who enjoy it, tomorrow. So what are we up to? Got up at 5:30 this morning to start putting bungs in the boat, and it went really well. Working at 5:30 in the morning, you have about twice the productivity, maybe 5 times the productivity you have right now, which is really hot. But it went pretty well, getting some good stuff done. I'm back in the bilge as well today. Cleaned out the sawdust so that I can get finishing up the last of the through hulls and the last of the floors. I'm getting to the ones that I have to cut underneath the engine. But anyway, more on that in a bit. As you can see, I'm constantly soaking the bilge still because it is hot. I mean, it is really hot. I mean, I'm a Canadian and I'm not used to this. I just can't take it. Anyway, doing a little bit of caulking at the moment because I need to get these few seams down that come up through the waterline caulked and paid so that I can get the boot stripe painted on in the next couple of days, because I have all the bungs in up here, none down below yet because there's still work to do now, because I have to get started on getting some of the topside paint sequence happening, and that begins, at least for me, with the boot stripe, because I paint the boot stripe first and then I tape it off and I paint down to it from the topside paint and up to it from the bottom paint. So I really got to get going on that. This morning I also finished fairing up the top sides, including filling some of the open joints. And I do that with 291. And I do it with 291 because it's soft. So that if it swells up again, if I put a hard filler in there, it would crush the fibers and crack. Whereas if I put 291 in there, and then because it's a sandable sealant, I can get it fair again, and when the boat swells, it won't crack. So that's worked really well for me in the past on this boat and on Zephyr. So this is going actually remarkably well, considering it is really hot out here. Anyway, got a couple new toys, whole stack of battery boxes you can see here, and these are will hold 4 of the big golf cart batteries, so 2 sets of those. There's another battery box in here which will hold the start battery, which I already have, and the big box at the bottom, that's the mystery box, and we'll talk about that in an episode coming up, but I'm quite excited about it. I'm really looking forward to getting that big schwack of batteries in. I mean, I'm not looking forward to lifting them up, I'll tell you. Also just got back from Lumberyard, and another very expensive pile of mahogany. It's funny, mahogany that I've been buying lately has all been for structural work. This is the same stuff I make everything, all the cabinetry out of, and I use thin little stuff. This is all dressed out of 2-inch, but this will be more frame, more floors, more structural floors, more butt blocks, believe it or not, and more stringers. I'm going to put additional stringer through the center of the boat. Anyway, more on that in an upcoming episode, but it's to provide additional support for the fuel tank. And then another sheet of 3/4 inch marine ply for a bunch of things, the engine box, battery tray, stuff like that, as well as one big sheet of super nice sound insulation, which is probably the stuff I'm going to use because if I'm going to do the fuel system properly, I need to mount all the Racors and fuel valves on the inside of the engine box, and I'd rather have the insulation on it already without having to do that again. Anyway, that's what we're up to. Now, tomorrow's a special day. Tomorrow being Sunday, honestly, I have no idea what the date is, but it's tomorrow. Sunday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to do a live stream from here. And because there's just so many questions, this will give me an opportunity to answer all those questions all at once. Give a little tour, walk around, maybe show you some stuff. I don't know how it'll go. But, so, mark it down. Sunday, 1 o'clock Pacific time, live stream, live from Vector Boatyard with Travels with Jordy. See you then. Cheers.